Appalachian bristle fern. Just below here, this water is all going to go underground. And I'm not sure how long it's underground for, but it just completely disappears from the surface. Well friends, today we are continuing our wild and wonderful adventures in the wild and wonderful state. We're here at the Falls of Hills Creek, which is not too far from Watoga where we're staying, maybe like half an hour, 40-minute drive. It says it's an hour, but it's definitely not. Using this book as our guide, so this is Waterfalls of West Virginia and Virginia. This is a really good book. It showcases all the waterfalls, some that we've already seen in the Dolly Saws region, and then some in Blackwater Falls, but all over the state of West Virginia, and then of course Virginia. We've got to explore more over there. But that's how we found out about here at Hills Creek, and there's 3 waterfalls on this trail, and it should be a relatively short, easy thing, boardwalk and step type adventure, but lots of steps. And I think the lower falls here at Hills Creek is one of the tallest, if not the tallest, in West Virginia waterfall. So let's hit the trail and check this out. It's been raining quite a bit actually. If you've seen, I had a shot of the Greenbrier River as we crossed the bridge today. Totally flooded, muddy, murky water. So places around here got a ton of rain last night. We were lucky at the campground. It didn't seem to bother us too much, but the falls should be flowing, and actually we talked to somebody a few days ago who said they were really flowing before all the rain, so we're in for a very good experience here, we think. So let's hit the trail, let's check it out, because it's going to be awesome.
Oh. Can we touch it?
You can touch its tail, make it move.
It won't move.
I can see why the view would be better from the bottom though.
So in the waterfall book, it'll tell you to go down to the next waterfall and hike the creek up to get the best view of this one. This is the only area where you're permitted to be off the trail, because down below, downstream, it's fragile ecosystem. We're not going to hike up the creek today because we don't want to get drenched, and it's probably not safe for the kids. But it's a decent view from up here. Don't let yourself be fooled. You can see it well enough from right here on the platform. Sarah found some cool rocks.
Yeah, and they're both orange and
made it down, and she's got an intense fear of heights, so I wouldn't say don't worry about it, but if she can do it, generally speaking, anybody can, as it relates to stairs. This is the middle falls here, a 45-foot gem of a waterfall. You can even see up here a stream coming down. But yeah, look at this one, man. You just can't beat this place. Across the river here, you can see another waterfall, most likely seasonal or just due to the heavy rain that we've experienced, but coming off the rocks just over there. And you can see that as you come down the metal stairs. But yeah, this one is just special, and that's the only way you can describe it. Around here we have the Appalachian bristle fern, which is a delicate creeper unique to this area. It likes moist overhanging sandstone, so that's why it grows here. This is the perfect place for it. Alrighty, my friends, welcome to the Lower Falls, the 60-foot gem of the Monongahela National Forest. Isn't this something special? I mean, just look around me. You can see it cascading over the cliff here, and look at all the plant life on the surrounds. And you can also see just above me, look at all them steps we had to come down to get down here. 60 feet down, a lot of steps to get back up to get out of here, but boy, what a special place this is. I believe this is still some of that Droop Mountain sandstone that we've seen over at Beartown. Pretty cool. The kids are enjoying themselves in every which way. Sarah likes the stairs. This is kind of treacherous coming down here when it's wet like this. And of course, you should not always expect for the falls to have this much flow, you know, because we've had a tremendous amount of rain, so it's really got the river flowing. But what a unique day, what a unique experience. A little wet, but that's okay. So friends, I want to talk about a little bit of an interesting fact here. Just below here, on private property, this water is all going to go underground. And I'm not sure how long it's underground for, but it just completely disappears from the surface. And then it's going to reemerge as limestone springs, not far from where it will enter into the Greenbrier River, which of course we rode our bikes along the other day, the Greenbrier River Trail. Above us here is where it starts its 2,000-mile journey to the Gulf of Mexico. So we're pretty well at the headwaters here. The Hills Creek here is just a very unique situation. And that seems to be a thing that happens here in southern West Virginia. Creeks will go underground and then reemerge. That's Lost River does that, which is something I've been wanting to see. We've just not had a lot of luck in regards to that, but we do have future plans to go back to Lost River State Park, and the river does its disappearing act just a little bit north of there. But okay, yeah, we're going to go back up the stairs now and make our way back to the truck, and we'll show you anything more interesting we see along the way. But wow, what a journey down here. Definitely come do this if you're in this area. you enjoy the nature center?
Yeah, those are always fun.
This one actually was pretty nice. I was surprised. The kids enjoyed it. So
They walked out of there with a lollipop each. The guy was like, well, it's up to your mom, but you guys can have one. So they immediately reached their hands in.
Of course they need more sugar. So, all right, well, we're headed back to Watoga State Park to the camper and gonna eat some sort of lunch, and I don't know what else today, but
Fill with water.
yeah, we have a little bit of maintenance stuff we got to deal with, so that's where we're headed. My friends, we are celebrating our last evening here at Watoga State Park with some chicken we're grilling over the charcoal, which I'll show you in a second. Rachel's still reading about ghosts, the Greenbrier ghosts.
Almost done.
Almost done with the book. And don't worry, we have part 2. And I think she already started part 2 before she finished part 1. But it is a little bit sad to be saying goodbye to this beautiful little campsite. Honestly, this has been probably the #1 campsite we've ever had, I would say, other than maybe Colonel Denning, but I don't know. This one's tough to beat. We have had one night by the fire here, which we enjoyed, in this little hemlock grove. It's nice and shady in here, so it's cooler than out on the airstrip. Like I said, we've got chicken grilling on the charcoal here now. I got a lot more charcoal than what I've been using, and I let it get a good flame, like a real good amount of flame to it and heat, because I've been struggling getting chicken to cook because the grease tends to like put out the charcoal. So even as you can see here, it's not even like preparing for it. It's still a little slow. The good news is we've got quite a bit of time here, so it doesn't really matter if it takes a while. But yeah, we're doing that, and then we'll probably cook a big breakfast in the morning. Try to get out of here by noon. I think checkout here is noon anyhow. And then here's a view of it from this angle. So you can fit a 35-foot rig in here easily. You could probably fit a 40-footer in here. I'm not sure what the site details say. This is the one downside to West Virginia State Parks, is they're very hard to book and know what your camper is going to fit. Because even like we was booking for Blackwater a couple days ago, and yeah, it's just hard to figure out what campers actually fit in what sites when it comes to West Virginia State Parks, and they don't have quite the good filtering system for that like Pennsylvania does. But yeah, so we're headed to Natural Bridge Resort in Kentucky tomorrow, and so that's where the rest of this series is going to take you. It's the first time I've ever been in Kentucky, and I don't know about Rachel. I know for sure Will. The first time we've ever RV'd in Kentucky, so it should be a fun experience, and there's of course a lot to see in that area. But it's still hard to leave this site because I don't remember what our site looks like in Kentucky. I'm sure we looked at pictures, but it was the last site available there, so odds are it's not going to be as spectacular as this one here. We were expecting pretty horrible weather the whole time we were here, and yet it's been beautiful the whole time we were here. So don't always follow the weather forecast. That's the moral of this story. Sarah, what is it?